Here's what not to do in your kitchen if you want to get maximum value, both financially and aesthetically, out of it. Number one, yes, take your cabinets to the ceiling, but don't do it this way. Make sure that you have a fascia or a crown, something that touches the ceiling more than an inch, like we see here. Number two, do not have exposed hardware. It was popular in the 70s and 80s, but it is not popular now and doesn't look very good. Buy something called a European hinge. Number three, your hood. Do not do your hood like this, where you take two doors and place it on an angled surface and then add the handles to it. You're fooling no one. Does not look high end. Number four, do not attach to the underside of your cabinets your roller holder for your paper towels. Does not look good. Next one, make sure your handles are big enough that you can get your hands into them. These handles are pretty small. Today we have really good hardware. This is not a good example. Try to make sure that your appliances are the same color as your cabinetry or stainless. And if you can't do that, panel them. It's not always in the budget, but at the very least, if you're going to have dark appliances, have dark cabinets. You're going to have light appliances, have light cabinets. Just makes the whole space look bigger. Number 7. If you're really struggling with a place to put your tea towel or your washcloth, make sure you create a little cavity for it. Whether you clear out a drawer, you add a flip drawer, you add hooks on the inside of your cabinets. Try not to hang it on the outside of your cabinets, because not only does it look messy, it can damage the outside face of your cabinet. Also, do not have track lights. Today's world, you do not need to install these. You can do pot lights very inexpensively. They give much better light and they are not super hot or in your eye level. Even if you have a low ceiling, do not install them. You can put pot lights just about anywhere today. Do not use faux brick unless you intend to use it with intention. Applying it to the wall without thinking about why you want to use it can only just look messy and hard to clean. It is a look, it's just not a look for everyone. So do it with intention and make sure you do it where you know you're not going to be cleaning or trying to look after it, because it does not do well with grease splashing off the stove. Last but not least, if you want to make your kitchen look higher, even if you have an 8-foot high ceiling, do not add a detailed band on the backsplash that runs halfway through it horizontally. That will cut your kitchen height in half and make it feel as though it's even lower. And when you're struggling with an 8-foot ceiling, even though you want to have soaring 10-foot ceilings, this is not the way to get the look. So make sure that you do one color backsplash from countertop to underside of cabinet, as that will help make the space feel larger. And in the end, here's the after of the kitchen that we started with. If possible, add an island. Doesn't have to be a typical island. It doesn't even have to be made out of the same cabinetry. But do not do an L-shaped kitchen or a peninsula, as they were once called in the 80s. They have a tendency to break up the room and make circulation in the space hard to use. The whole goal of the kitchen is to make it circulate better, make it more accessible to your appliances, and definitely to make it look like it's all tied together. And by cleaning up those ceilings, adding proper lighting, making sure that everything is linear or in line, it looks way, way, way better and looks really high value.